whispering shadows. It was a stormy night when I found myself stuck in an old, dilapidated hotel on the edge of town. I had been driving for hours, hoping to reach my destination, but the weather had turned worse, and the roads were getting treacherous. I had no choice but to pull over. The hotel looked abandoned, with cracked windows and peeling paint, the kind of place you'd expect to find in a ghost story. But the lights were on, so I thought I'd take my chances. As soon as I stepped inside, the air felt thick. It wasn't cold, but something about the place made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. The lobby was empty, save for an elderly man sitting behind the front desk. His eyes were pale, almost lifeless, like he hadn't seen the sun in decades. He barely spoke when I checked and just handed me a key without saying a word. I took the key and walked down the long, dark corridor, my footsteps echoing in the silence. The hotel seemed too quiet, like it was holding its breath. As I entered the room, I immediately felt uneasy. The wallpaper was peeling, and there was a strange smell, like mildew mixed with something worse. I tried to shake it off, telling myself it was just an old building. But when I turned to lock the door, I caught a glimpse of something in the mirror shadow moving behind me, but there was no one there. I spun around, my heart pounding, but the room was empty. I thought it was just my imagination, so I sat on the bed, trying to distract myself with my phone. The storm outside was growing louder, the wind howling like something angry. But then, I heard the faintest whisper, like someone was right behind me. "Leave, now." I froze, my blood running cold. The voice was soft, almost loving, but filled with something dark, something ancient. I turned around quickly, but once again, there was nothing there. I laughed nervously, but the whispering didn't stop. It got louder, more insistent. "Leave, now, or never leave." I couldn't take it anymore. I grabbed my things and bolted for the door. But as soon as I touched the handle, the lights flickered and went out. In the pitch-black darkness, I heard the sound of something dragging across the floor, a slow, scraping noise. I fumbled for my phone, using the flashlight to scan the room. That's when I saw it. In the corner of the room, standing in the shadows, was a figure. Pale skin, hollow eyes, and a twisted grin. It was almost human, but not quite. It was more like a thing pretending to be human. The thing smiled at me, its mouth stretching wider than should have been possible, and it whispered again, "Leave or stay forever." With every ounce of strength, I yanked the door open, ran into the hallway, and never looked back. I didn't even bother checking out. I just left. I don't know what it was that followed me out of that hotel, but I can feel its eyes on me every time I close my own. I've never been back to that town, and I never will. But if you ever find yourself on that road, with a storm brewing overhead and a hotel in the distance, don't stop, because the shadows in that place, they're always watching, waiting for the next guest to arrive, and trust me, they never leave.